Suspected bandit shoots dead military chief, Air Vice Marshal, orderly in Kaduna. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Sani, who has been vocal about a spate of insecurity in the region, disclosed that the deceased was also a proprietor of the MSK Specialist Hospital in the state. Now the news in detail. A former directing medical training operation at the Defense Headquarters, Air Vice Marshal M1L1ong was on Tuesday shot dead by a known gunman suspected to be bandit at his residence in the Rigasa area of Kaduna State. This was made known by a former senator representing Kaduna Central, ЩH⁰⁰Ť, via his Twitter handle on Tuesday. Sani, who had been vocal about a spate of insecurity in the region, disclosed that his deceased was also a proprietor of the MSK Specialist Hospital in the state. He wrote, "Earlier today, AVM ñ⁰ proprietor and MD MSK Hospital, shot dead at his residence, Makafi Road, Rigasa Ward, within Kaduna. It was also gathered that the AVM was killed alongside his orderly. Kaduna is again in the throes of bandit attacks. Sahara reporters earlier today reported that bandits abducted 20 women and were traveling along Zaria and Giwa towns in Kaduna State. It was gathered that 13 of them were employees of Zaria local government area of Kaduna State. According to reports, the abductors allowed the driver to go in order to report the incident to the local government headquarters and to the victims' families." Another sad day, another news, another day, another sad news. You know, we keep wondering when this issue of insecurity will continue to linger. How much more people need to go down? How much more people need to be sacrificed for the government to particularly treat this issue as it is supposed to be treated and get it over and done with. But something is really, really very strange here. It has never been heard that, okay, yes, bandits normally go to people's houses and villages. That I remember very vividly. But it is like he was the main target. And for reasons I do not know. One thing I'm going to say, and I've been saying it frequently recently, is that in the midst of chaos, in the midst of insecurity, no stable security, I tell you, people who have been growing, breeding and wanting to do evil, to perform all sort of evil acts, they are going to let loose and they will hide under the current insecurity state of the nation, of the state. Totally, that is what is going to happen. So some things like this happen. That's why it was the only one. It was like it was his house alone that was attacked, and there's a lot of it is strange. Rather, it is very strange. Bandits, yes, they perform all kind of attack, but going particularly to a house, like, you know what I mean, to go there particularly, the community with the story is not telling us if that particular community was attacked. It is sounding really strange. Look, all those things will not be necessary if the security is stable, because people who have it in their mind to commit such an act, they are going to not want to do that because there is actually peace and security, and because it is going to be easily traced. But the fact there is insecurity in the land, I tell you, a lot of people are really, really, especially those who are benefiting from it in one way or the other, they're going to use it to carry out their act. And of course, it is going to be very difficult for these people to be traced. ЩH⁰⁰Ť has become a habing of bad news. One thing he forgot mischievously report was AVM ñ⁰ has since retired from the Air Force. I don't understand. He retired from the Air Force. He did not retire. Does that make him lesser than a human being? He's a human being, for crying out loud. Somebody was shot dead, and at this point in time, you are saying your person. Look, whether he was retired, whether he was not lesser, or he was not less a human being. So I do not understand the statement. Does retirement make him less a human being? Exactly what I was saying. Exactly. Why did you bring this? Why did you bring him to the news? Are his relatives happy because he was gunned down as a retired AVM ordeal? RFI is sworn on to protect all retired military officers in Kaduna State. Ask me, oh. Ask me. It's a very, very sad news, sincerely. It is a very, very sad news. Someone must report the incident. Let's stop pretending as if all is well with our dear country and look for pragmatic solution to all this affliction. Sincerely, it is sad. It is sad, and these are the people they want to get amnesty for. Can you imagine? They want to get amnesty for the people. And even two clerics, not one, two clerics came out openly and said these so-called bandits that rape, that maim, that wreak havoc, that separate people from their families, that kill at will, that go on a killing spree and announce that they are the ones. They come out and own it with their full chest, that they are the ones that committed such acts. Some people are saying that the repented one, they should be granted amnesty and should be paid stipend at the end of the month. Sometimes, there's things you are going to hear in this country. These things you hear can put you, the news can make you sink into depression. That people are going on a killing spree. And these so-called people, I do not know if there is no law in the constitution for murder, for rape already. Or maybe they need another law now generated for this particular people now. That is making this so-called repentant people. People are even saying that they should be paying stipend. I'm like, what kind of a statement is that? How much are you going to pay the victims? People who are killed in the process, people who are separated from their family, who lost their means of livelihood and their houses, their homes. How much do you think is going to be enough? Like, there's some things you hear and you start wondering. You start wondering if people that make these statements, whether they are really, really in their right state of mind. Okay, information getting to us about 3 weeks ago was that how IDP centers that were housing, I have forgotten. I don't remember the particular states now. But IDP centers, that particular state said they were going to shut down IDP centers. And I'm like, do you have any plans for the victims of bandits, Boko Haram, and the rest of them? Do you have any plans now? Do you have you entered any? Okay, this is what will be done for people. What of people who do not have homes, who their homes have been destroyed, families have been, have been scattered? What happens to them? And then some people, comfortably, they're coming out to say these bandits, that people should pay them, the government should pay